Audrey.
And Jason.
And today we are doing our Q&A video. Well,
the Q&A
video.
Yeah.
Answers video. Get it instead of
the
like
answers to the questions and answers.
No, it's the answers to the questions.
So we made a video.
It's the questions and answers to the questions and answers.
We made a video that was a
announcement video for both Indiana
and Ask Your Questions, because we've been getting a lot of requests for a Q&A video for quite some time now. So we went through the questions. Actually, I went through the questions on those.
Yeah, I didn't.
So Audrey does not know what the questions are.
Yeah.
So she's gonna have to think about the answers, and I'm sure I'll have some input on some of these as well.
Definitely.
So you ready?
Are we just gonna get right into it?
Wait, why not? That's what this video is.
Like, are we gonna get right into it?
So first of all, we've got 3 questions here that are just something that you know, we get on it daily, all day long, everything. So I mean, this gets asked a lot. First one is age.
I am 11. I can't wait till I'm 12 because 12 is my favorite number. I don't know why. It's like my lucky number too. I have it in like all my things in school.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Grade?
I am in 6th grade.
6th grade, which where we live is middle school.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of places will have junior high, not 7th and 8th. Or Europe is often, what year are you in? So I guess that's another way of saying it too. The 6th?
I'm in my...
Or if you count kindergarten, you'd be in your 7th year.
I would be in my 7th year if you count kindergarten, but not really, because... Yeah.
So, not to be confusing, you're in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
What state do you live in?
We live in Oregon.
We live in Oregon, in the USA. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
User Warrior Cat.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh.
To know, you've been enjoying the Warrior Cat series, have you?
I love the Warrior Cat series. That's like my new favorite series ever. It's like...
I'm going to say the name of the person that asked the question.
First.
I'm going to be using the username of the person that, you know, asked the question first, because a lot of these questions were asked multiple times.
Jinx!
I don't think it counts if you're just copying what I'm saying.
No, I'm...
And
I'm finishing your sandwiches.
I also am, if people posted their full name on the question, I'm just going to say the first name, because I don't want people to have their full... If it's a YouTube username, I'll use the whole name. Okay, so Warrior Cat wants to know, why did you start posting videos on YouTube?
Because it's awesome, and because, like, that's my first answer.
That's what comes to mind first.
Because it's awesome. Because we saw other people, like, doing it, such as Wookiee Warrior, and we decided we just wanted to start doing it, and so, yeah. Yeah,
you were collecting, you've been collecting your whole life, but you were, at that point, really starting to get into Monster High dolls, and you just wanted to, start showing off your Monster High dolls, because I think that's primarily what it was in the old days. Okay, Rachel, we got a bunch of questions here, so some will be real quick answers, some won't be so. Rachel wants to know what your favorite Monster High doll is, which is, I know that's a question.
Like incredibly hard.
Audrey hates answering those questions.
I can't, like...
She doesn't hate it, but it's just like, you know, it's a question
it's
she
hard.
gets a lot.
There's so many Monster High dolls.
She's not really...
I'm not a
favorite
number one.
Yeah,
I don't have a number one like with
a
lot of things.
And, yeah, a lot of people have their favorites.
Of course, in My Little Pony, my number one favorite is like Luna, but like in a lot of other things, I have multiple favorites. Like in Ever After High, like
Monster High especially. I mean, the question's Monster High, so let's stick with that.
Yeah.
You know, Monster High keeps coming out with awesome dolls.
Yeah, exactly.
I say mine's Guya, and that'll probably not change. But you know, Monster High's hard because they're always coming out with super cool dolls. So let's go on to the next one. So no answer for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I can't choose one.
Sorry, Rachel. Video star Allison Oliver want to know, where do you get your hair done?
Well, it was called, what was it called?
Well,
like Dawn
I
Baby
think,
Salon or something?
yeah, well, what I think, you know, what you can answer this,
because they were like a local,
is that, you know, you're going to a salon now.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the time. Used to be your mom.
Uh-huh.
And all the dyeing and everything. Your mom will do some freshen up, and she still does dyeing, but sometimes. But
yeah.
You've been starting to go to a salon here in our hometown.
Yeah.
You know, she gets a lot of comments on her hair, and you know, a lot of people, you know, different places, you know, respond differently across different countries, and even you know, this country. And you know, it's real common to have dyed hair where we live. It's not really that big of a deal. A lot of people, you know, comment about, you know, does it hurt your hair and stuff, and you know, bleach can hurt your hair, and she'll often get it bleached, but when she gets it dyed every time, and dye can actually help help your hair, believe it or not.
There's like Manic Panic, I think, is like a really good
some aren't
dye that
some
has
aren't
really
hardcore at all.
good oils.
Yeah. There's no doubt that
that
the bleach can hurt, but that's done real rarely, and that'll be usually just done
I haven't bleached in
a couple
months.
Yeah, it might just be a couple times a year even.
Yeah.
And then once you bleach it, and then you put the dyes on, it's just to make the dye more stick out.
Yeah,
you know,
like when my hair starts fading at the tips, then we just go back and we just put the dye over it, and that we don't need to bleach every time.
And the dye doesn't really hurt your hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go on. We're not getting anywhere fast at all. That's like 2 questions.
This is going to be such a long video. Oh
okay,
my god.
We can do it. We can get through this.
We can do this!
Okay.
We can do
Viona, and I'm sorry if I pronounce anybody's name wrong. That's just the way it goes with names. Viona wants to know. Oh, and this one I could probably answer. What kind of camera do you use?
Oh yeah, that one you can answer. That's
well,
I don't even know.
You know, over time, cameras have changed for sure.
You just recently got a new one.
Yeah,
like
when we the camera we're using to film this is actually our new vlogging camera.
Vlogging.
We just did a bunch of studio work, and so the studio camera that we use is actually a DSLR. It's a Canon, and that is what we use for studio. For vlogging, we use like a camcorder because it has like the steady shot in it, and it zooms really well and quickly. And then actually for toy hunts, we go kind of incognito, and we usually just use my cell phone because we don't want to be real obvious that we're filming.
Yeah, yeah, because like
some places are still kind of not too sure about the filming thing, even though we're encouraging going to places.
Yeah,
we're actually helping businesses by filming there, but they don't always think that maybe. So.
Yeah.
Okay, Cleo wants to know, how did you meet Chad?
Well, can I say this one? You know it too. Yeah. But okay.
Well, so, these are all for you unless they're directed to me, or I might have some input, but yeah.
Well, we knew about Chad's channel, and we had watched his videos.
Yeah, so we were a viewer.
And my dad decided to send him a private message giving him his phone number, and then they called, and that's pretty much how it started, and then we started meeting.
You met him for the first time in a live stream.
Yeah. That's how I first.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long.
And then I think you started playing with Minecraft with him after that.
Yeah.
And then met him in person, of course.
At
BronyCon last year. Yeah. All right. Crazy Girl 1711 wants to know, what inspired you to start your own channel on YouTube?
Well,
you kind of answered that one already.
I kind of Wookie Warrior and some other YouTubers inspired me, but yeah.
And just watching them show their collections, and specifically their Monster High dolls back then. Okay. Charlie wants to know, and here's another favorite one, and these are rough. And, if she doesn't ever include somebody in her favorites, it's not, she likes a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Charlie wants to know, who's your favorite just celebrity? Not YouTube celebrity, but just your favorite celebrity.
Can that involve YouTube celebrity?
Sure. I know you don't have one favorite celebrity, but that could be, anything from movies to TV shows to singers.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I really liked Selena Gomez for a long time, as well as Miranda Cosgrove. They were like my two favorites for so long. I actually still like them both a lot.
And you know, there's going to be probably favorite YouTuber in these questions.
Yeah, so I'm just answering that for now.
Sure.
I've already got one YouTuber in mind right now, like besides like my friends. When none of those questions, if any of those questions come up, I'm not gonna mention like any of my friends because of course like they're good YouTubers as well, and so I'm just gonna mention like outside of the
Okay, here's an easy one. Bacon Quimby wants to know.
Bacon.
Will you be going to BronyCon?
Yes!
We've already booked it. Of
already
course
booked.
we're going to BronyCon.
Even though it's in August.
Of
and
course.
it's only March.
We already have rooms, plane tickets, everything.
Everything.
This year, BronyCon, there is going to be a ton of YouTubers there. I mean, a ton. It's going to be crazy. If anybody wants to go to BronyCon this year or thinking about it, this would be a good year to go. We're also going to VidCon, because that was another question that was coming up.
They should name BronyCon YouTuberCon. YouTuber PonyCon.
It's becoming that. There will be tons of YouTubers. We definitely will be doing a meet and greet there.
Of course.
Which you can always run into us anyways, but we'll pick a spot and a time probably to meet up. Alia, maybe is the name. It's ALIA, wants to know, is Turd your brother? That's kind of an inside joke. So if you don't watch the gaming channel...
Oh my gosh, that is so
Chad
funny
and Audrey
that
have
came
super
up.
hilarious Minecraft
Oh my
videos.
gosh. He's not my real brother, but he's my internet
It was an inside joke they started a
we-
long time ago. Audrey recently has been calling him Turd.
Turd the Turd.
They say a lot of funny stuff on there, and then it just kind of falls
awesome.
over into main channel and stuff like that. But
yeah,
they're not really brother and sister.
Yeah, they
started that inside joke.
We started
a long
calling
time
each
ago.
other like internet. Well, Chad was the first one who called me internet sister.
Right.
And so I started calling us internet siblings because we played together so much. Like, he's like the main person I play like games and stuff like Minecraft.
Yeah, and it confuses people sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
Not clear.
Kellis, Kelis, wants to know your favorite subject in school.
I would say like a normal subject, I think it's math. But science is also really fun, but it's partly because I have a really awesome teacher for both of those subjects.
Teacher makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It's the same teacher for both of those subjects, actually. But math is all right, I guess. I think it might be science, but...
Real nerd stuff right there.
But...
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I'm like...
Nothing wrong with nerd. Nothing wrong with nerd. Nothing wrong with being smart.
There are some pretty awesome electives, such as FACS, which is sewing and cooking. And then there is also Nature of the Northwest, which we're doing archery right now.
Archery, sweet.
Those two are awesome.
So that's awesome.
But math and science are awesome.
Cami wants to know, this is a hard one.
Oh gosh.
Okay. What mystery minis would you create? What line? First of all, Miss Funko's got, they've got licensing for everything. That's really hard. New cartoon or something, or a movie they haven't done. Star Wars is what I say.
Yeah, definitely Star Wars.
If they did Star Wars mystery minis, that would rule. Which is possible because they do the larger pops. I know, it's a hard one. What movie have you seen recently that was really good?
Well, I could make my own line since Funko hasn't done like any crystal ponies. I could make, like the crystal ponies.
So you'd like to maybe pick the next wave of ponies?
Yeah, I would either do that or let's see. You know what would be really cool is some Big Hero 6 mystery minis.
Which is also possible. Yeah.
They've done the pops.
That's the good thing about them is that really they could come out with almost any mystery minis,
Yeah.
All right. Beaner Kitten wants to know, how did you and Chad meet and become friends?
Well,
and I think
I already
through these
mentioned
other questions we've kind of gone through that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Jasmine wants to know, how many tattoos does your dad have?
Now you can answer that. Yeah.
I have 9.
9.
Sebastian wants to know.
Can I say something really quick?
Yes.
I'm thinking if I'm going to get a tattoo, I think my first one would be like on one of my shoulders, and it would be the TARDIS.
Okay.
And sing. I have cat hair, okay? I'm sorry. My cats like to sit on my laundry as soon as it gets on my bed.
There's some cat questions coming.
I think it would be the TARDIS, and then what it all stands for, what TARDIS stands for. Time and relative dimensions in space. Boom. Yeah.
All right. Sebastian wants to know, what Sailor Scout would you want to be?
Okay, it's a tie between Sailor Moon, of course, just partly because her name is so awesome.
Just because she's Sailor Moon.
Because she's Sailor Moon, of course. And Sailor Saturn. Okay. Sailor Saturn is so cool.
Why
she looks Saturn so awesome. Because she's awesome looking, because she's like awesome.
What was the one you were telling me about when you were reading the other night and you were surprised at like one of the powers they had or something? Oh, well, anyways, we got so many questions. We should probably go on.
Sailor Uranus is a guy and a girl, which was really cool. Okay. And then, yeah.
Kaylin wants to know, what kind of music do you listen to? It's also very... You have your headphones in all the time listening to music.
Yeah, I listen to a bunch of different kinds.
You get on like Pandora or something.
Yeah,
playlists start going. You listen to popular music, but you also listen to parodies and stuff.
I listen to parodies, and I listen to just really cool YouTube like songs. I like that the Frozen song "Life's Too Short," the outtake. I really listen to just anything that sounds catchy to me. Like, I don't have a specific like genre that I listen to, and so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of it from YouTube and stuff, and people doing like, you know, My Little Pony stuff, you know, Ellie Monty, you know, stuff like that.
I like dubstep as well.
Yeah.
Dubstep is awesome.
And then you listen to a lot of just popular stuff too. It's just, you know, top 40 or whatever. Charlene wants to know, how old were you when you started YouTube?
I was 9, right?
In like one day.
Yeah, well, no, it was August 8th was when our first video went up.
Oh, okay. And your birthday was August 2nd.
So 6 days after my 9th birthday. So, yeah, 9 years old.
She got, you know, yeah. She got right in right then, and now you're August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So 2 years and 7 months now it's been that you've been on YouTube. Autumn wants to know, do you play any sports?
No.
No, you never
I really wanted to start soccer for a while, but I'm not sure I'm going to be that quick.
Well, in PE you run so much now and stuff like that. And you know, sports,
I liked basketball for a long time, and I still do kind of like basketball.
Yeah.
I don't play any sports, though. I like volleyball and basketball, but...
Foxheart wants to know your favorite doll line and why. So what's your current... We'll say current, because she changes and stuff. I think you're EAH right now.
Yeah,
right?
I'm Ever After High right now, just because it's so, like... The dolls are so detailed, there's so much put into them. They're really cool. Like, they're the daughters of princesses, the Disney princesses and stuff, and then, like, some other stuff.
Other stuff.
Some other stuff.
That's okay. It's perfect. Tux Toys wants to know, has your personal life at school changed because of YouTube? That's a good question. Not really, has it?
Not that much, no.
You know, when she went into middle school,
I've had
first day there was people that recognized her on both sides of her, like at her locker.
And then I've had other people recognize me just throughout school.
But you're not being treated differently, or your life hasn't changed because of it or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. That was a good question, though. Rita wants to know, why don't you take Otto to conventions?
Well...
Otto in conventions? He's still a little young. You want me to answer that one?
Yeah.
We love Otto,
a little hyper.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And, you know, it's a security thing, you know, because we're working it. You know, we're not just going to a convention and, you know, checking stuff out. And, you know, I've got a camera in my hand and we're signing autographs.
Also, it's just all packed.
I can't. Like, it's super crowded.
Whenever I go there, I'm, like, right next to my dad the whole entire time. Otto likes to run off and do his own stuff sometimes, and so...
Yeah, it wouldn't be safe, probably.
Yeah.
You know, for Otto specifically, we're not just saying for little kids to go to conventions.
Yeah.
For our situation, it would not be a good idea for Otto to go to conventions. And as much as he would love to go, and he will go when he gets older.
He's gonna definitely,
but,
for sure. Like
he might not even really enjoy it at this point, just because he's not going to be able to do what he wants when he wants.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. You know, sometimes Otto won't. You know, we don't force videos. You know, it's when you're ready to film and what you want to film. And Otto, you know, when he wants to film, we film. And, you know, if you watch his channel, you know that there's not a video, you know, every day. You know, if he would rather go to the park, he goes to the park instead of filming, you know. So that's the way that goes. That was a good question. Carmen wants to know your favorite YouTubers. And that's one where, you know, you don't want to leave anybody out.
That's where
we're YouTubers, so we watch tons of channels.
Yeah.
I mean...
but I think some of my top channels, like besides all my YouTube friends,
which is everything from Mommy and Gracie to Chad to just all your favorites,
to Malweb and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah. I think I has Cupquake, the Bayesian Canadian, and
yeah,
like
Bayesian Canadian. She's a big Bayesian Canadian fan.
Huge. So. Oh my gosh, I literally almost died when the
Minecraft
Bayesian Canadian sweatshirt came out. But then they sold out so fast.
She watches a lot of Minecraft videos, so it's usually Minecraft people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of Team Crafted, pretty much. And then I asked Cupquake as well, and like Hana, and
there's tons. Like she's our friend.
Yeah.
All right. Our twin life wants to know, what has been your favorite thing about being a YouTuber?
That's really hard. There's so much to it, like being able to like meet some really awesome YouTubers, like also like seeing you guys at like conventions and just
that's super awesome.
Even at just like, for example, Barnes and Noble.
Traveling, yeah.
Just like
we ran into a fan at Barnes and Noble just the other night.
Yeah.
Super sweet girl, like that's super awesome.
It's really cool. I think that's definitely one of my favorite parts about it.
Traveling, meeting fans, meeting other YouTubers. Yeah, it's a good life for sure. Yeah. And then all that, I mean, look at what we get to do. We get to like get toys and review toys and play
it's like
games,
that's awesome.
And, like, it's super awesome. It's a dream come true for sure. Bella wants to know, do your friends collect toys? So she's probably talking about, you know, your friends at this age now.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Mallory collects toys.
But like your friends in middle school and stuff, you know, do they? Do you have any other friends that collect toys?
I don't really think so. I think that's just my own special part of me. I'm like...
We're a collecting family. You know? Yeah.
I'm like, we're a whole collecting family. Like, I grew up with collecting toys pretty much.
Especially me,
My dad would have shelves full of Star Wars figures. And that's even still in Otto's room right now. That used to be my room, by the way.
Otto's figures, Lily wants to know, are you going to go past 100 episodes of Blind Bag Wednesday?
Oh, of course.
We'll go to Blind Bag. As long as you guys are watching Blind Bag Wednesday,
we're going past that for sure.
Blind Bag Wednesday rules. And
it's so much fun.
That's an easy one for us to do. We'll do that forever. Letitia wants to know, when you're older, will you hand your collections down to your children and encourage them to collect?
Probably.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think so. We've already started, like, packing away some dolls and putting them in bins. Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
And you know, you don't really have to encourage. You know, it's kind of like you either do it or you don't. You know?
But
when you grow up in something as a kid, you kind of just start doing it.
Yeah.
You know, she grew up. You know, when she was, you know, 3 years old, she was collecting LPS, and if there was on the package, if there was something that was like, you know, mail something in, you know, I was like, you know, to a 3-year-old, like, look, we can send these in and get this special edition, you know, and so she
I
was
have
just
like
brought up
10
in that
LPS
thinking.
special editions from sending in
Like
the sticker.
UPS,
Remember?
yeah.
Do you guys? If
Remember
you guys
the stickers? Yeah.
do you guys remember the sticker sheets
You get the little
that you would
books.
get?
Well, you get the book.
booklets,
Remember, you have to
and then
fill
you
the
would
book
have
or
to
whatever?
like tear out one thing, put all the stickers in, and then send them in.
That was a long
my
time ago.
gosh.
You're talking like 6 years ago or something.
Yeah. Those
All right.
were the awesome LPS
Right.
with the bobbleheads and stuff.
So you kind of grow into it. You know, it's not that I encouraged her to collect. It's just, well, I did, and so
that's
she
how I grew up.
just started doing it. Zoe's Toy Box wants to know, would you rather ride a unicorn or a narwhal?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, that's really hard. Oh my gosh.
We're getting even close to the end of this. Yeah, we're getting close.
If the unicorn was farting out rainbows with sparkles and could fly, then I would choose the unicorn. But I think I choose the narwhal. The narwhal. If the narwhal was all cute and like
didn't smell bad.
no, like well, I don't. Yeah. So if it smelled like sugar and had like really cute like little chibi eyes, and like was all adorable looking.
All right, Girly Gamer wants to know, is it stressful doing YouTube? That is a really good question.
Sometimes, because I have a lot of homework at school, and then I have to do that, and then it's kind of hard to find time doing videos sometimes, because I'm still in public school, and so we're like taking advantage of a day like this. It's Saturday for us right now, right? It's Saturday. And it's completely, like, we're doing nothing today, and so we're just doing a ton of videos, because I'm always so busy during the weekdays, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you want to do stuff, you know, you get something that maybe is like new and hot, that is, you know, brand new, and you want to get that video done, but you got homework and stuff, so you can't do it, you know, because that's a priority. So we always do homework first.
Yeah.
And when you have a series, sometimes like Blind Bag Wednesday or, you know, Minecraft Monday, if like we haven't filmed that video and the day is approaching, that can be stressful.
Definitely. We one day
when else could
we
it be
like to
stressful?
schedule like Blind Bag Wednesday, for example, and like
film
one
it
day
as
when
early
it
as
was like
possible.
Tuesday and we still hadn't filmed it yet, we're like, oh my gosh, oh we gotta do this.
Right.
But it's like that day I have a ton of homework, and so it's
Yeah.
sometimes we have to do videos before we do the homework.
So it's kind of a good stress in a way. You know, it's just really the stress of wanting to film and wanting to do this, but not being able to. So, alrighty. Heather wants to know, are you and Otto really close, and do you guys ever fight? Of course they fight.
Of course we fight. It's
Of
like
course.
but it's like not like punch. It's like sibling fights. Where
It's
like
really-
we argue, but it's like
but they
it's not
get
like,
together. They are really super close.
Like-
I'll answer that as a parent. I know I'm kind of butting in on a lot of these, but
Yeah.
you know, I was actually quite surprised as a parent on how close. I thought they would be so far apart in age. They're 5 years difference, and then one being male and one being female. But it is, and I think a lot of it has to do with what I think, you know, the collecting and the YouTube, and it brings us together, and we do it as a family.
I've definitely gotten a lot closer to my dad throughout YouTube, and so
yeah, because we were together a lot, and you know, but even when we're not doing a YouTube thing or whatever, you know, her and Otto, they play together still, and you know, it's awesome. And
I have an example. Like this morning, Otto was asleep, and I'm like, I really want him to just wake up so I can play with him. It's like it's so quiet, and like
usually Otto's up before her, but she woke up before him.
I woke up at 7.
Yeah, and so you went and jumped in his bed and cuddled with him, and you know,
I'm like,
woke him up. Let's go play.
Let's
So
go play.
yeah, they're super close, and but of course they do fight.
Yeah,
of course.
we do fight a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Joey wants to know. This is another question that we get a lot. That's kind of can be an uncomfortable kind of question sometimes. This is, how do you get all the toys? And are you guys rich?
Well,
you know, we get all these toys because this is what we do, and we're collectors. We've kind of answered this a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not that we're rich.
Family.
It's that this is what we choose to do with our money.
Yeah,
and like,
some families choose to not buy toys.
They travel, or they'll do other stuff, you know, or into sports. We choose to
spend some of our money on toys, because
that's what we do.
My dad collects toys.
Way before YouTube, I would go out on the weekends and try to find rare Hot Wheels, you know, and that's just...
It's like...
And most of the toys we do, you know, might seem like a lot, but, you know, in reality, to, like, how expensive it can be for, like, a family of 4 to go to the movies or something, it's a lot cheaper. And a lot of times it's blind bags and things that aren't super expensive. You know, we don't do a whole lot of just big toy sets, right?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, the dolls are probably the most expensive things, and it's usually collectibles too. It's not just a bunch of toys. So, yeah. But that's a really good question.
We also,
so no,
like,
we're not rich.
We don't keep, like, every single toy that we buy. We actually donate some of them to,
like... Yes, we do.
Local toy places and stuff. There's...
Charlotte wants to know... why do you always have... why are you always wearing dangly earrings?
Well, they show up more than, like, little studs.
Yeah, they show up nicely on videos. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. And they're fun. With their long hair and stuff, you know.
Yeah, you would probably not be able to see like, anything else. Like, small earrings. But...
Lauren wants to know, do you have any animals?
Yeah, we have...
We are getting close to the end, by the way.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. We have 3 cats. We might get a 4th, maybe. There's this cat that's been hanging out, and it's really sweet. We're deciding to name it Skitty.
All our cats have always been strays.
Always.
So we don't buy animals.
Always.
And we have... We have fish. We have a fish pond.
Oh, yeah. And we also have squirrels that live in the trees in our backyard. And we have birds and like...
Yeah.
No.
Haley wants to know if there's any other YouTubers that you would like to play Minecraft with. Maybe that you don't play with right now.
Well, I kind of answered both of those.
Yeah, it's okay.
I asked Cupquake and the Bayesian Canadian, or the rest of Team Crafted, or just like...
Scarlett wants to know, why are your scissors called Spike?
Actually, a Finn named Spike.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
I think it was in the comment section of a Blind Bag Wednesday.
It was. It was. Because they said the purple on Spike... and the green. And the green.
Where is Spike? Because if you're familiar with Spike from My Little Pony, these colors are real similar to Spike. Plus, they're spiky. They're scissors.
They're scissors, yeah.
That is a Spike right there.
So
and it's a perfect name. We thought it was brilliant. And ever since,
we've called it Spike.
Spike. Alina wants to know, and you've gotten this one a lot over the years. Are you a tomboy? Could you say that? Like, I would say you're a mix.
I'm slightly.
Not there's nothing wrong with tomboy or girly girl. She definitely.
I'm definitely not a girly girl.
She gets a lot of "Are you a boy?" comments. You know, from her short hair back in the day to, you know, "Are you a tomboy?" Sure, she doesn't wear tons of makeup and stuff, but you like to. You know, still dye your hair and do stuff. Yeah. But you're not. I kind of like long shirts. But you also don't play sports, and you don't do a whole lot of that kind of stuff either. You know, you're not out there climbing trees and whatnot either.
Even though I would like to climb trees.
I would say you're right in the middle. Caden's Reviews wants to know, how do you edit your videos?
Well, my dad does.
I do all the editing.
Yeah. With the video editor, he makes like intros and stuff.
Otto sat on my lap a couple times and tried to help me do some editing, so maybe he'll learn some editing. Most of the YouTube stuff that's like imagery and editing and video shooting, I do, but she will consult with it. Like, we discuss like colors of something to be or something like that or whatever. Or like if I do a thumbnail, she'll say, I like that looks good, or change that,
like maybe change that slightly. Like, I helped like sometimes with the fonts, with the colors, stuff like that.
Alrighty. Love April says, would you rather fly or be invisible? And after this one, we got 2 more.
I think fly. Because even if you are invisible, people can still touch you, and you still gotta be quiet. And so if you want to be like, yeah, I think
flying would rule.
Flying would be so awesome.
All right, Gisela, I believe, wants to know how long have you been a collector, and what was your first video? What was your first video? So we've kind of answered the first one already. You've been a collector pretty much for reals, not exaggerating. She's been a collector her whole life.
Yeah.
Like, really grew up with it. And what was your first video?
My first video was my Monster High collection. My first Monster High collection video.
Yeah. That was the first one.
I had a total of either $21 or $26.
Is that what it was?
I
was going to say I thought it was 30 something, but yeah.
I feel it was either 21 to like maybe 28.
She'd been collecting Monster High for like, and that was even a couple years.
I think a year before that.
And then was watching a Wookiee Warrior video, and I think
you came up to me and was
like,
like,
and Nessie were showing off a collection, and you were like, yeah, I was just like, do you want to show off your collection? We were both watching the video together, and she said, yeah. Okay, last one, and that is Sour Candy 22. Why isn't your mom in your videos? She's been in a couple videos.
She has.
She's busy doing other stuff.
Yeah.
This is kind of our deal. It's not that we don't have a problem with it or that she doesn't want to be in videos, but, you know, she is doing other stuff. And, you know, she was the one that, she actually just graduated
That's what I was about to say.
with her master's degree in teaching.
Yeah.
So she's been really busy with homework.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part, too. But she's definitely not as big as a collector as I am.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the whole toy niche isn't necessarily one of her specialties, even though there's certain lines that, you know, she likes and stuff. So, but she just graduated, so we might start seeing her more now in videos. Who knows?
I've been wanting her to be in some videos recently.
And then, you know, like at a con or something, you know, she's going to stay home with Otto while we do that. So a lot of times when me and her sit down for hours filming, her and Otto will go do something. You know, or she'll go grocery shopping or something like that, and so that's just why she's not in them.
Yeah,
it's our deal. We had a ton of questions, obviously, and it would have been awesome to be able to answer all of them, but there's just no way that was going to happen. That was just a small percentage right there. So maybe we will do another one of these, maybe in another 6 months or a year or something. Sound good? Thank you to everybody.
Yes.
I don't know when this video is going to go up. It could go up before or after Indiana, but if we see you at Indiana and you're coming out, please come say hi. We would appreciate that. And thank you, everybody, for your support.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Definitely. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.